Welcome to Zwift Insider's Tiny Race Series, brought to you by ZMS Esports Studio, the #1 broadcaster in esports entertainment. I'm your host, Nathan Craik, and my co-host is none other than the Queen of Yorkshire, Hollie Berg. And Hollie, it's been another big weekend of racing. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, thanks. I've got all dressed up for the occasion for this.
I can see that. You've got your Yorkshire. Yeah, what have you got on there?
Yorkshire Grand Depart, see, and fancy Zwift hat, which was interesting putting this thing on because the Velcro kept getting stuck to my hair, which I know you have trouble with. So
it's a real problem. Yeah, I got you. No, I've actually got to have a haircut soon. It's just starting to get in my eyes. But no, you look quite the part there. I've said last week that I was going to put some kit on, but it's still a little bit cold here in Australia, so early morning starts are always a bit tricky with some kit on, without warming up. So I'll have to wait until it gets a bit warmer.
Yeah,
but
I have actually got a t-shirt on underneath because it is cold in Yorkshire too. So. We've got another sensational round of tiny races. Let's check out what we've got this week. Okay, in race one, this is Tour de Worlds. We've got race one, Richmond's 2015 UCI Worlds course. Now, this is a 7.7 kilometer. It ends at the Broad Street banner. So this is the flattest race in Richmond, Zwift's first UCI Worlds route. So it's going to be a question of who can hold that power right to the end there. Now, there are two power-ups in this particular race, two aero power-ups. So it'll be interesting to see at what points the riders are going to use those two arrows. Yeah, it's flat basically till the finish, isn't it? Well, it's all flat. So,
except for that last bit.
Yeah, I think you hit the... trying to work out where you get the power-ups. But halfway through, I think, maybe. I don't know. I'd just be using it when I got dropped and then praying I'd get back on, really. I don't know. What bike would you go for? Oh, this is an easy question. Don't get this wrong.
This will be complete aero, as aero as you can get, I think, in this one.
Congratulations, you got the question right.
Would you be choosing the blue Tron on this, or would you be going for something a bit more serious?
No, I'd be going full on aero. Yep. Disc wheels, the lot. Yep.
Wings. Yep.
Wings, yeah. Turbo, speed, power, fastest drill possible, all the things. Yep.
All right. What have we got for race two?
Innsbruckring. So I am not a fan of Innsbruckring, but it's going to be interesting to watch because it ends at the top of the leg snapper.
And it's a classic.
Yeah, it's not flat until the leg snapper. There is a slight rise of about 3-4%, about 3k into it, I think. So I think we'll see some attacks on that part, and then it's going to be an absolute brutal. What is it, like 50 seconds to a minute? I mean, obviously, faster if you pedal faster. But they don't even get to go down the other side. Brutal. So I think
that's going to be a trick.
What bike would you pick for this one?
I'd still go aero on this one because the leg snapper is reasonably short. We're talking about 700 meters. Most of the route's flat. You're right. You do have that little sort of drag up over the bridge as you head into the city centre. But certainly, aero would be the way I would go.
Yeah, I think full on aero as well, because it's only the last bit that's horrible and brutal, and it's going to be brutal no matter what bike you're on. So, but race three, it's got the best name. Thanks to Damon, he's renamed it, which I think this should be a permanent feature in the Zwift world because. So, if it's not going up, it's going down, basically. And I would put the Tron bike, blue Tron, because I'm in New Yorkshire and that's the rule. So, what colour Tron would you pick?
Well, certainly blue. I think that's a mandatory colour of any bike that you're going to ride in Yorkshire. In actual fact, I think we should do is try and convince all the riders in race 3 to change their bikes to the blue Tron and see how many of the riders we can get to do that.
That would be epic. Guys, if you're listening in the pen, Bramwell, Lissick, Chris,
Nizaki, Thomas. Yeah,
Yep.
if you're listening, Blutron race 3
for Hollie's Highway.
Yeah.
All right, and in race 4, we stay in the UK and head over to the Muckle Yin. Now, not my favourite, but I'm sure others are going to love it. This is a 6-kilometre route. It ends on the Breakaway Bray Reverse Banner, which I think just climbs into that castle area. So this is a rolling route. It's going to offer a lot of the races opportunity through some of those rollers, especially when there's tired legs, to try and force a breakaway, try and open up the group and see who's got enough matches in the old matchbook to get to the end. Now, this also has 2 power-ups, so 2 feather power-ups, and I think they're going to be really strategic in how they're used.
Yeah.
All right. It's going to be a tricky one, this one. How do you feel about the Muckle Yin? I've very mixed emotions about it.
Oh, I mean, look, it's got more elevation than Yorkshire. Like, it's going to be brutal. It's wow. That's definitely a test of the legs, isn't it?
And for the last race too, there's going to be some really upset people that come to do this one.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We've got 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Let's jump into the pen. Has there been any talk about how people are feeling?
Talk of ripping other people's legs off.
Yes. Yep. I think there's definitely going to be the case. All right. They are out of the pens and pushing out. So there we go. We've got quite a large group, I think, and a lot of it's due to the broadcast, I think, that we've been doing over the last few weeks. Everyone wants to get in on the action here.
Definitely. Yeah, of course. Why would you not? On a Saturday, what day are we on? We're on a Saturday night. Saturday night, where else would you be other than listening?
On the bike.
Yeah. I do want to give a shout out to Sam from Tech 2 TT1D team, because he was racing Cat B and messaged me, and he's like, "Why are you racing Cat A?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just in the pen." He's actually jumped into Cat A. So what an absolute start! Because he's at the front now, holding on. So good on you, Sam. Great work.
So we've got a push out as well there. I'm just looking to see Elijah Lewis there. Just, telling everyone he's here. He's going to keep everyone honest and accountable on the front there. And we're going to have, I think we're going to see a lot of this, especially leading up to that leg snapper. There'll be a bit of jostling, strategic work there. But Mbuto's back too. I just saw that. And Darren Bramwell's there. But special shout out to Doom Guy from Kaboom Racing too. So another Australian. Oh, and let's not forget Thomas Sorensen as well. So he's going to be joining us on camera. There he is. And Naofumi Nozaki too. Great to see both of them back on camera.
They look so chilled out. They just look relaxed.
Yeah, don't they? I'm quietly jealous, actually. The way they can just, just ease into this. It's another Saturday night. Quite chill.
Yeah, they could just be
Chris
or something like. I mean, yeah, look at them. That's not how I look when I race.
No, I'm usually bent over, chomping on the bar tape. Even only after 1.4 kilometers into the first race. All right, Chris Keogh is back as well. So, hey, Chris, how you going? Yep, Darren Bramwell's there. Henry Lai, thank you very much for joining. And Lissick, Henry, is it Henry Lissick? So, Lissick is back. Nicholas Fournier.
BC
Sira. Yeah, I was just about to
They are trying to string it out. They are trying to string it out now. I think we've got 3 off the front, so we're going to have to chase it down. The arrows as well to
jump on. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, they're having to put down some effort now. Oof.
All right, so just watching Chris Keogh, who's on the front there. Sanderson's coming through.
Yeah.
Darren, as he likes to do, get some sponsor time on the front there just to make sure that he's meeting all his contractual requirements.
Yeah, I'll give him a ride on because that'll give him a bit of power up. Because Anderson's coming past, so Darren needs to jump on his wheel.
All right, and I'm just going to jump into the chat and see who's joining us there as well. Rob's there. Arctic Zwifter, Bren, Franny, hello, Miguel. Everyone's back in for another exciting series of Smash races. We should call it that, actually, shouldn't we? Smash races.
Yeah. I'm just trying to load up the YouTube thing so I can see the chat. Now I've figured it. It's a tech thing, and tech.
You're pretty great at tech, though. No, you're awesome. All right.
Okay, great. We can see the chat now.
Tiny smash, says Rob. All right.
Don't think we've got any more attacks, though.
Well, there's a little bit of push in the front there. Let's see what's happening. So a little bit of push in the front.
Oh, yes.
Mbuto,
back.
EP's there. He knows he's going to get a power up through that banner. Now, I didn't see if he fired his power up in the first wave, but they'll come around the hairpin just towards the top of this before they hit the monument sprint segment.
Yeah. Chris and Mbuto and Darren are all hitting orange numbers.
Yep.
They're going for it. Nozaki, Snowseeber, they're all hunting it down.
Yep.
Hitting their arrows. This would be the right place to use the arrow.
Yes. This nice flat section. It is cobbled, but it's certainly going to be the best spot to use it. Although you could use it coming around after that hairpin, just as they pass the banner, which you can see on the left-hand side coming past. They could use it just after there and still get the benefit of all that flat area, that flat fast space. You can see Naofumi there, just in his typical green jersey, just on the front there, maybe looking to make sure that the guys on the front there don't get too far away. But Chris has really opened up the gap there now.
When they go around the U-bend as well, you lose the draft for all of a split second because it obviously...
That's right, you do.
So if you're on the left-hand side, then you get a shorter distance.
That's it. Steer into it.
Yeah.
But you can see definitely a few Trons there. There's a few discs I can see. I would have thought there'd be more discs. But maybe they like to keep it a bit interesting with some colour.
Well, yeah.
All right.
So I approve of that.
So, Chris and Darren are really pushing that front now with Mbuto just on the back. Hey, Darren, how are you? Pushing the front there. Now, they're opened up a gap of about 7 seconds back to the group. Can they hold that? Can they hold that for the next, 3 kilometers, 3.5 kilometers?
I think so.
It's gonna be a trick though. We've seen this in the past. Chris loves to do this. Chris and Darren love to work together, try and force the front of this, and really send some shivers through the rest of the pack as they panic a little bit, try and chase them down, burn some matches.
Yeah.
But coming back around now, we've got to hit that roundabout. Still some flat section here, and then they'll come up to the right-hander here, and after this there'll be a nice little downhill section. There'll be some recovery. Now perhaps that's the strategy here, try and get that gap open before they hit the downhill, because it is going to be hard to shut that gap down after that. All right,
Darren's
so around that right-hander there.
He needs to get back on his wheel. He is pushing it, so I think he's still in the draft, which is good. They're definitely working together. But Mbuto, who is 3 seconds behind him, he's in no man's land. So I'm going to give him a ride on, because that is, what do? Do you look, wait for the group behind, because they're 5 seconds back? Push on.
Yeah, or do you push on, because now that gap's opened up to 11 seconds, 10 to 11 seconds now.
Yeah.
Thomas is still in the back group. Nozaki's with them as well. Lissick. We've got Doom Guy there. I think they're all biding their time to see what happens on the front there. But Darren and Chris have really got a nice little 2-man group working there. And you're
Thomas
right, Mbuto's
seeing... Thomas and Naofumi are still looking chilled on the stream. That's incredible. They look like they're just doing a Zone 2 ride.
Just chilling out. Thomas has got the guns out. He's he certainly knows what to do on camera. We were looking before the start of the race, and he had a series of pretty fantastic hats, which I'm surprised to see he's not wearing at the moment. That would have been quite good. Maybe we convince him to. Yeah, it is a little bit, isn't it?
Not sure I could race this on wearing a hat.
With a hat?
No,
I've done it in the past. I think when Scotland first was introduced, I got a Scottish hat with some orange hair that was stuck to it, and I raced that for the whole ZOO race, and it was quite the mess afterwards.
Yeah.
And Niall says like a bodybuilder.
I'm seeing nothing.
All right, we've got 1 kilometre to go. That front pace is still quite hot. 54 kilometres. Coming around now to the left-hander there, and they'll continue on straight up around to the right-hand side. So Darren and Chris still working together. Darren from Cheesecake Crew and Chris from ESRT 4-star.
Yeah. Who do you think is going to win between... actually, Emmerich's just put down orange numbers. Oh, but Chris and Darren are responding. Yeah.
Yep.
Emmerich, no, far too early, I think. I mean, brave racing. Love it.
Yeah.
Arrow.
So here we go. Hit the arrow now.
Yep.
Trying to bridge that gap. Ooh. It's still a long way. 8 seconds. I think he might have left this a little bit too late there with only 400 metres now to go. But Chris is looking quite strong on the front. But Darren, I think, could be biding his time there. Just waiting for the precise opportunity to stomp it and maybe take him on the line, because that's happened a few times where Chris has done that. But certainly the two of them looking quite composed. Now, orange numbers in the chasing pack, 5 seconds, 4 seconds of the gap there. But I think Chris is going to take this out. There's Darren, Thomas, Bussy, Nicholas as well.
Outstanding effort from Sam. Didn't get dropped. Awesome.
Very good. That was fantastic. So certainly interesting to see that Chris and Darren really got to open that gap up. And there wasn't a lot of chasing from the main pack to see if they could shut that down. Perhaps they're happy to let them take that first race away and then save some matches for what's to come, because that leg snapper is going to be quite the challenge.
Yeah. I'd have done the same. There's no way I would have... There's no way I could have closed the gap anyway, but yeah. You'd draft and then just take whatever position, and then... Because Darren and Chris's legs must be warmed up, I guess, now. It'd be interesting to see how fast they go up the legs.
Yes, yep. So just jumping into the pens.
Yeah.
Now, don't forget to remind them about race 3 that they've all got to have a Bluetron.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, just jumping in the race pens. My flight's a little bit delayed, so...
It is a trick jumping across from Richmond to Innsbruckring, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's quite a flight in 3 minutes. Yeah, they haven't actually got long. Yeah, 3-minute break. They'll be sipping on the water. All the drinks are available.
Make sure your overhead luggage hasn't moved.
So the gossip from the pens. Sam says my legs are already snapped. Okay.
Darren, yeah, I think it's the reverse breakaway Bray. I think that's where it ends. Doom Guy's had too much birthday cake. Is it your birthday, sir? Well, if it is, happy birthday.
No way. Racing on his birthday? That's legendary.
That's worth at least a ride on.
That is worth a ride on, yeah. He'll have an extra 50 watts as well, like if he's had cake. What kind of cake was it though? Depends.
Is there a particular Yorkshire cake that he should have had?
I suppose any cake actually, yeah. Not ones with nuts in though, because I'm allergic to nuts and it's all about me, right? So so any cake is good. It's where we cycle, right?
That's it, to justify the cake.
Yeah.
All right.
So we've got 2 minutes
nice
till
cake.
go time. Innsbruckring. Whew.
He's had a cheesecake. All right, they're out of the pens. I can really feel the pain starting to build up in the legs there. Looking down the list.
Live from the pens, Darren says, watch me fall off the back now. There's some chatter. EPE thinks Robin is going to go for this one. Not sure who Robin is. What?
I think Damo's got to switch the camera views across. He's still on the maps.
Oh, Robin Anderson from ESRT. Okay, so EP thinks Robin is going to go for it. That's their prediction.
Oh, okay. Perfect. All right. All right, looking at race 1, yes, definitely Chris Keogh took that one away with Darren Bramwell in second spot. Sam Atkinson, congratulations, in third. Naofumi Nozaki in fourth. Thomas Sorensen, well done there in fifth. Josh Tonka, Nicholas Fournier, Doom Guy in eighth. Rich B and VC Ciro Seba. So, as we can see, the overall GC leaderboard, Chris and Darren sitting there at 250 and 240 points. Sam in 230. So certainly very possible that we're going to see a bit of a shake-up here in race 2.
Yes. I do think we need to get Sorensen and Nozaki on screen a little bit more, you know?
Definitely for the leg snapper. If we can see them out of the saddle, I want to see some pain faces on that one.
Yeah, I want to see them suffer.
Yeah, it can't just be me that finds that so brutal. Although I do like it. It's a great
Eric
little...
says Hollie's Highway. Yeah, Eric. It needs to be naming, Eric. Pull some strings, Eric.
Yeah, that's right. Get onto them and get them to change it.
Off we go. Race 2.
All right, just...
We haven't got any attacks off the front so far. They've got to be suffering. We've got Umboto doing 9 watts per kilo, though.
Just to stay on the front.
Yeah, just to stay on. Whoa.
Oh, we've got another Cheesecake Crew rider there from Magic Marty. He's just looks like he's joined in the fun and action there. But Thomas looking quite composed there, just sitting on the wheels there. Fourth wheel. That's exactly where you want to be. Watching that front group. Now, yeah, do you try and push on the front here and really force that gap before you hit the climb, or do you try and save a little bit of energy and sit in the group and use the draft? That's the question.
No, I think let others do the work because there's just no way. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see the speed these guys go up the leg snapper.
What's your best time on the leg snapper?
52 seconds. What's yours?
I think it's 56. 52 seconds?
Yeah.
That's
I got a 1 minute PB. I mean, that was an incredible race. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's quietly impressive. I don't want to tell you how good you are, but that's quite good. So I think we'll definitely see some times around that.
I think they'll be faster than that.
You
think we'll beat 50 seconds? I mean, do you think they'll beat 50 seconds?
Well, it's a tough ask, but I think they're going to do that.
I think so as well.
All right. Just watching Thomas there. Yeah, the groups all come back together. It's a little bit more subdued in this one.
We've got Kevin from Dirt front. Who is Kevin from Dirt? How is this a dirt rider that I don't know about? Kevin from Dirt. Well done.
Kevin from Dirt sounds like a movie.
Josh Tonka was saying they only average 6 watts per kilo or something. And
here we go. We've got a bit of a breakaway
on
the front. John Verm is looking to stamp his approval of this race.
Yeah,
he wants to really take this one on.
Right, here we go. We'll give him a ride on. That's going to give him a few more watts. Go, 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 guys.
I don't think he appreciated Chris and Darren taking out line honours in the first race.
Wanted to destroy them now. There we are. Thomas and Naofumi. Oh, off they go.
Okay. So just looking back through the pack there, just watching Nozaki there in the green Tron. He's trademark green Tron with the green kit. Thomas in front of him, Imbuto as well. Darren Bramwell there. Yeah, he's looking... this is going to be his race, I think. That climb up is going to suit him really well. He's light and he's fast. He did?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't know if... Yeah. No,
that's it. Okay.
It is an interesting...
Yeah, an interesting move at this time.
So,
John, Chris, Nicholas, all in that front group there. But Nazaki is, I don't know, is he trying to bridge that gap? It looks like he is. Just from this wide angle camera view that we're watching there. Yeah, I think he's trying to get onto that front group. He knows that if he doesn't get to that front group before they hit the climb, it's going to be a tough one to get to. Doom Guy said his heart rate monitor's dropped out. Okay.
Yeah, just saw that.
That's a shame.
Sort it out, Doom Guy. Get on race 3.
Yeah, my heart rate monitor drops out when I'm having a hard time too.
You're not going to worry when it hits 0.
Yeah, that's right. If anyone's watching this stream, can they come and save me?
Orange numbers again from Fournier, Chris, Camus. I'm really sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Camus is Hayden, anyway.
Yep, Hayden.
Nice to see the ticks, from the pros. That's nice.
All the verifications.
Yep.
You've got yours, haven't you? How'd you get that again?
Just been epic, really. Have you got yours yet?
I think mine's in the mail.
Right, it might take a while to Australia.
Yeah,
it's stuck in customs or something.
All right, Chris is pushing back to the front again. He does love being on the front there. It's interesting. John's dropped off. I think he wanted to open up and put a little bit of pain into the legs, and now he's worked his way back into the group. But we've got Chris there, Hayden, Nicholas in that front group. And we've got Elijah, I think. Is it Emmerich? No, Emmerich. With Mbuto just getting that front group back together again.
Yeah,
looking towards the leg snapper. Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's not enough of a gap.
Not at this stage, no.
No.
And that's the tough thing. Do you try and force a gap and burn your matches knowing what's to come? Or do you sit in that group, work together, try and save as much energy as you can, and then smash it as it comes around that right-hander?
I think save the energy for the leg snapper.
They are letting him get away though a little bit, aren't they? 3 seconds now?
Yeah, I don't think. It'll be interesting to see if that's enough. Because the others will all have the draft. And it starts off about 3%. And then when it gets around the corner, then it hits 8%. But the very first bit is... I mean, I suppose if you're going fast enough, it's all draftable, but...
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's not as much as it is on the flat, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And just looking at that group there, so I think they're content to let Nicholas sort of push that front gap. He's out to 4 seconds now. Darren, Lissig, Jensen, all just sitting in there. EP from Canada. He's been a prolific racer. I've been enjoying watching him. But Nicholas there with his orange tick is just quietly doing some good work. Mbuto, no one's wanting to shut him down. He's like, Nicholas has been pushing high numbers here. He was pushing 5 watts per kilo, 7, eased up ever so slightly now as he comes into this right hander and the start of the leg snapper.
6 seconds.
So this is a solid minute.
We hit feather as well. Yes.
Is it too early, do you think?
No, I'd hit the feather right there as well. Yeah.
Here we go.
They're
orange numbers.
Look at how fast
they're going to
that
absolutely swamp him. Atkinson there absolutely steamrolled him. Camo is
this?
Yeah, that's monster.
Kilo.
Monster power. John Verm, can they catch him?
Gosh.
I think Hayden's got this one. John Verm's going to take third though. Mbuto just behind him, and Thomas.
Where's Sorensen and Nazaki? I wanted to see them snuffer. Oof.
I want to see some pain faces.
Thing.
Why is it that?
Yeah.
Why is it that I have to suffer on this and everyone else does it so easily?
I want to see how much pain they were in. Right, so now we got to fly over. It won't be far for me to. Oh no, I've got to fly over from.
It's just down the road from where you live, isn't it?
Back home, it's just down the road. Yeah.
Just down the road.
I tried to say that with strongest Yorkshire.
It's just down the road.
It's just down the road, yeah. So remember, Blue Trons, if you guys are listening, and Blue Tron. Yeah, that's the only rule, really.
I'm just walking around the pen there with my microphone, telling the guys to change to get the support crews out, quickly change the bikes, get the other bikes off the top of the team cars.
Yep, good, yep, excellent. I'll pop kettle on for them as well. Oh, they got 6 minutes for this race, so they got a bit more of a gap than they did between Richmond and Innsbruckring. Yeah. So, how many routes do Australia have on Zwift?
Australia. Australia is very multicultural, so we claim all the routes. Yep.
All the routes.
All the routes. All the good
ones. Innsbruckring, you can have that one. I don't care about that one.
Maybe not the Muckle Yin. I'm not a big fan. If everyone knows me, I'm not a big fan of the Muckle Yin. It's although I think we've got a few fans in the chat there who do absolutely love it. They think it's the best course in the world. Of course, they all need their heads read, but no, the Muckle Yin is not one of my favourites.
Why isn't it your favourite? Why?
Oh, it's not anything. It's not flat. It's no climbing. It's just bumpy. If you're not going up, you're going down, and it's really hard to keep a consistent pace. And it suits lots of other riders. It doesn't appear to suit me because I don't think I've ever won at the Muckle Yin. But I just saw that Eric Schlange from Zwift Insider. There's been there could be a protest flag.
Protest flag?
He's questioning Hayden's time up the leg snapper. So there could be some question marks around that. That was monster. I mean, God, where does that come from? How many drills have you got to have to get that kind of pace? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'd like to know if I protested about. Dude guy says I protested about Muckle Yin. I think 31.99. Is that right? Georg in the chat says 31.99. Did you do it in that time? We've got some results.
Yeah, you want to take us through the results there for race 2?
Go on then. Race 2, bottom to top. Darren Braldwell in 10th, good start. Josh Tinker 9th, VP 8th. Thomas Sorensen, that was epic. Thomas. Naofumi Mizaki 6th. Robin Anderson 5th. I'm always doing it backwards. You've got to count backwards as well. Stephen Bruto is 4th. John Verne 3rd. Sam Atkinson 2nd. And in an awesome time of what we think was 31 seconds is Holden. Brilliant. So overall standings, go for it.
Okay, so from bottom to top, thank you, Hollie. Nicholas Fournier there in 10th. John Verm, uncharacteristically in 9th. He's usually in the top 2 or 3, that's for sure. EP in 8th. Josh Tonker in 7th there. Holden Camo in 6th. Our own Thomas Sorensen in 5th. Darren Bramwell in 4th. Naofumi Nozaki there in 3rd. Chris Keogh in 2nd. And your Sam Atkinson is heading up the GC.
Wow.
Darren says in the pen that he needs more watts.
Yeah, we're sending them all to you, Darren.
I was going to say, do you have that bucket of watts that you carry around? Can you just hand him some of the watts?
I'm liking the... wait a second. Blue trons. How many blue trons do I see? Pink trons, yellow trons.
That's not what we said.
Like protesting against...
About having to do it in Yorkshire.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Let me just get my microphone around the pen.
Yeah, I can definitely see some yellow trons, pink. Not seeing a lot of blue trons. You are correct. I can see 1 or 2. And of course, if you do have a blue tron, then you're instantly Hollie's favourite. So that's worth another 50 watts.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You get 50 watts for a blue tron. You get 50 watts for being Hollie's favourite.
Yeah. That's correct. Who's your favourite?
Well, it is interesting, but I was going to pick Doom Guy, but given that Thomas was entertaining us with his fancy hats at the start of the race, I'm going to say Thomas.
Yeah, I forgot to swap my hat. That was a bit of a fail. I got a different hat. I was supposed to do it and then see who notices, but I really don't See, my hair is like
Do you,
sticking to my.
do you think
Okay.
do you think they'll notice now that the fact that you were just actually changing it on camera?
Whatever. There we go.
York Shark.
All
All right.
very often.
Yep. I think this race is going to suit Thomas. I'm just telling Thomas he has to win this one.
Yeah, well, if
I
you
think
tell him
he'll
to
be
win it, then
quite,
he'll definitely win it, right? 'Cause that's how it works.
Yep. It's that one hack the other races don't want you to know about.
Yeah.
Jay says, let's go, Doom Guy. Yes, Jay. Georg's there. Who else we got in the chat? Oh, Vincent's back. Hey, Vincent, how are you? Jonathan Huber as well. Oh, so Jonathan's saying that Sam is a B. Oh, that's right. You mentioned that earlier. Sam is a B grade rider. But definitely mixing it up in the A's. Do you think you'll be able to survive race 3 and race 4?
Yeah, of course he will. I've got all the faith. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Eric's saying about Hayden. Yeah. We know he's legit. Don't worry. Yeah.
All right, 43 seconds.
Just in awe, really, of his watts.
Yeah, I would. If I could get some of those, that would have been great.
Yeah, same. Got 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
It's seems to be daylight there. It's no, I'm sorry. They got it's dark in Yorkshire. Like, come on.
Is it raining or is it?
Not raining. No.
Dry outside.
I've cancelled the rain for this race. The riders can race without having to move or not being water. So you're all welcome.
Unrestricted. That's what we want to see.
Yep. Here we go.
Weather is nice, Kevin. Okay, and they're out. So just watching the front there. Yeah, I can feel the tired legs already coming through the screen. Just on EP, easing through the front of the pack there. Nicholas Nazaki. He hasn't changed his green Tron, but I'll forgive him for that.
Yeah, I do appreciate the blue Trons, by the way. I do see some.
Yeah, there are a couple.
The
I do like the mix of the blue, a bit of blue and purple there.
Yeah, the two-tone
Lissick
skill.
That's quite the trick, isn't it, getting that?
Yeah.
Undocumented feature. All right, I've got Darren in my sights there.
You've got Sam on the front.
Watching.
Awesome.
Oh, I think he might be feeling quite energized now after that last race. Yeah. Is that the right word for it? Energized?
I don't know what the right
word
is.
Or smashed.
Smashed. Yep, definitely smashed. I love people who race up. I'm trying to get my hat straight. I really don't do a hat, anyway. Yeah. Just you want to get. Some wise person told me you want to get better by racing with people that are stronger than you.
Yep.
So do it. Doom Guy's
the slowest in the fast group. Yeah.
He's going for it. I'm going to give
sponsor
him
time.
Yep.
Give him a ride on.
Yep.
I'll give him one too. I'll give Darren there a ride on. Portland's back as well.
Who we got on the front?
Oh, yep. Doom Guys, he's done the right thing. He's changed to the blue Tron.
Absolutely.
That's 50 extra watts.
Yeah.
John Verm, give him right in there. Mbuto's there for the third race. Great to see. All right, where are we looking at now? 1.2 kilometers out of this 5.7 kilometer race. Keeping it quite under wraps at the moment. Only 47 k's an hour. We saw some high speeds in race 1 and race 2.
I think it's got light again.
Left-hander.
So this is like the posh part of Harrogate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's
well manicured front lawns. I can see there. There's crowds.
Yeah. They'll be all there with their scones and their Yorkshire tea and their deck chairs and driveways. Just posh.
Just saying, how do you do on the front? All right, Jensen there out of the saddle, just pushing up this 6% climb. It is, yeah, this is going to be a little bit painful there as this long drag up. It's about 2 kilometers, bends slightly to the right before it hits a right-hander, and they go through that banner at the top there.
I would
But
definitely
this is
be
really going to put, yeah, it's going to put a lot of the riders to the test.
Bramwell is, I don't think he's quite in the draft of Jensen. I think he's wasting what's up front there. Not Bramwell, but Jensen is.
Just hang out a few ride-ons there to motivate the guys to push hard on this section.
Yeah.
All right. Coming around the left-hander now, they're going to ease up a little bit and they'll go through that banner. Get their first power-up. What was the power-ups we had for this? This was the draft boost.
Yes, 2 draft, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be getting...
Okay. Imbuto's dropping some orange numbers.
Yeah, is he trying to get...
Imbuto's dropping some orange numbers. Yeah, maybe. Trying a bit of a gap? Yeah, well, possibly.
Go for it. I'm going to give him a ride on. Good job. Cool bit. Yeah, good team too.
Sorensen only 3 seconds back. Doom guys with Thomas there. Both friendly teammates, both ride or have raced for Kaboom Racing as well. Kyo though, just sitting back at 5 seconds. VC Sirasiba.
John Verm, he's got spots. Trying to hunt him down, I think so.
I think he is. Chris is.
Yeah.
Chris is trying to bridge that gap now to Imbuto. He knows that Imbuto's got the legs to take this out if he's left unchecked.
Yeah.
And so we can see there he's trying to bridge that gap. He doesn't want him to get too far away. And there we go. The best use of the draft boost. He's going to really back off the power. Oh no, he's just gone straight past him. There we go. That draft boost is not doing anything for him now.
That view, you can see coming up behind, going straight past.
Okay, so Imbuto and Chris working together on the front. Darren Bramwell is back in the group. Lewis there, Patrick, John Verm also sitting in the back. I wonder if he got over his golfing related issues from last week.
What golfing related issues?
Wasn't he feeling? Didn't he feel a little bit under the weather? I think he'd been out in the sun a bit too long.
Oh, yes, I remember now. Yes, sorry, I got to apologise because last Saturday I was a bit out of it. To be honest, but now I'm a bit more with it.
You're back in the real world.
Back in the real world, yeah. We've got Imbuto and I think this 2-man breakaway. I think.
Yeah, at 4 seconds now, back to Darren Bramwell and Nazaki. Now, it is interesting, isn't it? Because they've still got, 1.5 kilometers to go. Is that enough of a gap, knowing what's going to come up? It could be.
Maybe.
All right.
Darren, Nazaki, Hayden, they've all got the funny. They've all got the watts to.
Yeah, to absolutely close that gap and close it quickly.
Yeah, see, this is
1.2 kilometers. Yep. And the thing is that the group can see them as well. So I think if the chasing group can see who they're chasing, it just makes that whole thing so much easier. If they were out of sight, they could make this work. But given now that the group is bringing them back, they're only 4 seconds now in front. Yeah, it's going to be hard for them to maintain that gap.
And John Verm
moving to the front.
John Verm is actually in all 3 time zones as well, according to the chat. I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So then there's no excuse for him not to win this. He knows exactly how this works.
Yeah. Because that's how that works. Yeah. The other 2 races were just
just warm-ups.
Yeah. That's right, yeah.
All right, yeah, because he wants to, he knew that we'll be broadcasting this. He wants to put his best performance on the on paper.
Absolutely. Where wouldn't you? Where else would he be?
All right.
I think we've got somebody bridging now.
VC Sira, yeah, that's great to see. It's great to see him in the mix there. Okay, and we've got now just what we've got 700 meters.
It's the green banner and Booter's
200
going
meters.
for it.
Yeah, so there we go. Orange numbers Chris will take second, but will VC Receiver hold on for third, though? Looks like he might just... Oh, it was close. Was that Thomas taking fourth? I think it was.
Unsure, but I did enjoy seeing them suffer. So thanks, Darren.
That's what we want. Want to see just a little bit of crying?
Yep.
Slumped over the handlebars, questioning all of the decisions you've made to get to this point in life.
Yep. Life choices.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you choose to race this? Well, it's too fun, isn't it? It's so much
definitely
better.
Shout out for. I was going to say shout out for Thomas though, because I think it's quite late for him there, where he is. It might be 11 o'clock at night now. Racing at that kind of time is not for me. I don't think.
No, but you never sleep, so.
Yes, I'm always in front of a computer or a camera.
Yep. That's right, yeah.
Which I was soundly told off for last night. But that's just what happens.
Yeah. There are times when you need to just get off. Yeah.
That's it. The Muckle Yin.
Yeah, I'm taking the train up to Scotland, I think, because the flights from Yorkshire are not very...
reliable?
No, they're not really. So, Yorkshire, this is not going up, it's going down, right?
Yeah, that's it. It's not going up, it's going down. Yeah. The whole race. It's no flat spots. I mean, look at the profile map there we're seeing. It just goes up and there's pointy bits and then it goes down a bit and then it goes back up again.
Yes, a bit.
So difficult to find a spot where you can sort of just get some average speed happening and sort of rest a little bit. Because even on the downhills,
right?
Rest on the uphill, get that draft.
Bit on the uphill.
Darren says it's almost midnight.
Whoa,
it is quite late.
The things you do for fame, huh?
Mm-hmm. We do it for our fans.
Yeah.
The sun coming up here in Melbourne. Yep, do it for the fans.
What time is it in Melbourne?
It is 7:44 a.m. The sun's the sun's been out for a little bit now, but yesterday was it's been quite cold. We have a lot of different seasons here in Melbourne, and we've currently hit the spring of deception. So where we think it's going to be spring, but then you start wearing clothes for summer, and then all of a sudden, boom! It's 5 degrees again, and that's exactly what happened yesterday.
All at the same day.
Yep. It was windy and rainy, but we've had a few days where it's been quite nice and the weather's been good. You can get out in a t-shirt and shorts, but then it was like, no, it's not. It's going to be back to being almost snowing.
No, we had hail on Friday afternoon. What is that? Hail. I've swapped my hat, by the way.
What hat do we have there?
It's Glasgow from when the cycling was in Glasgow. What was in Glasgow again?
Okay.
I've forgotten now. Some racing.
Something, yeah.
Yeah.
Some racing.
So I got a hat to go with Glasgow. But I do want to chat about on Wednesday the best race ever. Brilliant. Wow Chain Gang is back. So how this works, ladies only, and you start off at the pen, 2 watts per kilo, you stick around the yellow beacon, do not fire to the front, it's a chit-chatty race, 2 watts per kilo. The yellow beacon then types, right, 2 point whatever they say, so 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, gradually builds up. There is late join available for half an hour as well, so that's quite good. So you don't need to warm up beforehand. And then after a while, it's always different. So between 40 and 50 minutes, something like that. Then the yellow beacon says go, go, go. And then it becomes a race. And I just love it because camaraderie with the ladies. Yeah, and of course, if you don't want to race it, there's a red beacon as well. And you can just red beacon talking about cake and gin and all the things. If you do want to race, you build it up, you get warmed up, and then you go and
smash it.
Good, yeah. Because I first did that, and I thought, how the heck am I going to win this thing? Because these ladies are so strong.
Yep.
But it's so encouraging, wonderful. And one race they did actually win it, so that was quite cool. So I'm just trying to put my hat on straight. I don't know if I don't know how you wear hats. I can't put it off like you can. So we've got results. So.
Oh, okay. So race 3, yes. From bottom to top there, we've got Andrew Emmerich in 10th, Darren Brownwell, congratulations, in 9th. Anderson Puplin in 8th, Naofumi Nazaki in 7th, Nicholas Fournier in 6th, Thomas Sorensen, ever so strong there in 5th, John Verm in 4th, VC Sirosiba, that was an awesome catch, almost got them, in 3rd, Chris Keogh in 2nd, but the win there goes to Joseph Mbuto. So looking at the overall leaderboard, that's quite the move there now. Holden in 5th, Josh Tonker in 5th, in 10th, Josh Tonker in 9th, Nicholas Fournier in 8th, John Verne there in 7th, Darren in 6th, Sam Atkinson slipped down a little bit to 5th, but Joseph Mbuto is moving up there now in 4th, Thomas Sorensen on the podium so far in 3rd, Naofumi there in 2nd, and Chris Keogh has moved up to 1st. Just talking to the guys in the pen there, and they're all congratulating Mbuto there on his win. That was quite impressive. And Chris Keogh there in 2nd. I was just asking the guys if they're all going to push orange numbers straight out of the pen, and surprisingly, no one answered me.
Yeah, I'm just reading the comments too. It's so
Josh
good.
says,
like they're all congratulating each other and things.
Yeah, it's such a positive group. I love it. But Josh says, if you're not on the verge of vomiting, you're not having fun.
It's right. It's so right.
You've got that as a tattoo, yeah?
I have, yeah. I love the live standings. Yeah, the live standings is so cool to be able to see after each. Damon does a great job. If you're not subscribed to his channel, ZMS Esports Studio, get on there, subscribe.
Drop a comment.
Yeah. Bring some
Put
love.
a couple of some hearts there in the comments. He'll love to see that.
A joke or two.
All right, just giving John a hurry up thumbs up there.
We did see some messages in the pen that they were going to go right from the gun, and I think they kind of have. They're trying to make a bit of a break.
Yep, stretch this one out.
Yeah.
Coming through that Glasgow banner.
So I think they get. Oh, which power up do they get in the banner?
They get 2 feathers. So we're going to see there Thomas and Naofumi there on screen. Yeah, I think the smiles have disappeared and the game faces are out now. They're looking to see this race through. It's even though there are only 4 short races together, they do pack a punch. And if this is your first time watching the Tiny Race Series, you do need to complete all 4 races in order to be considered for the general classification leaderboard. Simply doing one, while that's great to do, you do need to complete all 4 of them.
Yeah.
And for extra, even if it's brutal. And if you do, if you are interested in seeing what this is about and you haven't done a Tiny Race Series before, jump on over to zwiftinsider.com/tiny. Eric does a fantastic job of putting together these races each week, coming up with the courses and the strategy, the layout, the design of them, as in what order they're going to be. And typically he does put the hard ones at the end, and that's exactly what we're seeing here.
Yeah, Doom guys just said damn him out because of his heart rate monitor. Yeah,
you've got to get a new heart rate monitor.
Get on Amazon, get a new one. It's hard.
That's right. Get 2 just in case.
Yeah. I've got 3 now, I think. Yeah, you don't want to.
You don't want to be caught out with that heart rate monitor.
No, you don't. No. Also, how do you know how much you're dying when you put your heart rate monitor?
Yeah, correct. Just watching John there, and so he's averaging about 300 watts, just taking it easy there at about 4th wheel. I can see that he's got quite the slow cadence too coming into this. 56 RPM. That's quite low. So he must be pushing the big ring.
Even I know that's quite low.
Mm.
I have been told.
You got to up that cadence.
Have we got an attack off the front? Is it Darren? Off he
VCC
goes.
receiver? Or was that Chris? No? Who's on the front?
It's Darren.
Mbuto is trying to shut it down, though. Yep, Darren is pushing the front there. He's hit his feather, trying to just get a bit of a gap there. You're right, Chris and Mbuto are trying to just get back across to him, but they're going to bring the rest of the group with them, though. That's for sure.
Could be tactics, though, because I'm pretty sure he'll be. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see who comes and.
I was going to say Darren's easing up there, but I was just watching his numbers. He's pushing 7.5 watts per kilo.
Fumi and Thomas working hard.
All right, Anderson's just come over the top there. Darren Bramwell, let's give him a ride on. He's doing a fantastic job there. Another fellow Aussie.
E. Larson from Sarah's Esports. He's trying to close the with the squirrel hat on. I quite like the squirrel hat.
I didn't think it was that aero though. Is it an aero? John Verm, he wants to get in the action there as well.
Of course he does. He's doing
Naofumi there. And they've got a nice line, nice pace line happening. Hold on the front. But Nazaki and Josh Tonka, I can see. Thomas there, he doesn't want to be left out. Hold up, fellas. I'm coming in as well.
Me. yeah. By the way, if you do go back and you do pause the stream when the QR code came up, it will bring up all the details about the Wednesday race. Forgot that part. I just got so excited because it's such an awesome race. So if you've got ladies in your teams, or ladies that are racing on Zwift, let me know because it's epic.
Yeah. No, it's great to see the ladies getting out and racing. Yeah.
And it's so supportive too. Like you don't need to be super fast or anything. It's so supportive. So.
Yep. Just get in there and have a go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So
all right, just watching Thomas.
Down the hill now. John's sitting carefully at the back. Do you think he's considering going from the back attack?
Late attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it's only 1.8 kilometers left in this. It does creep up quite quickly. Now, we do have this little punchy climb up through the castle, in and around this 360 loop.
Watch the orange numbers hit here.
Yeah, this is where if you're going to force a breakaway, this is exactly the spot to do it. And we can see a few of the feather power-ups already being fired.
Yeah, look
Here's
at that
where
orange
we're going
numbers.
to see, the pain is going to come.
Yeah. Because if you get a bit of a gap, let's go Mbuto, yes.
Naofumi there, out of the saddle. So is Thomas. Come on, boys. Get onto them, Darren. Don't let them get away. But Mbuto is really likes the front.
Good job, Thomas. Right in the mix. Where is Nazaki? Is he in there?
He's just towards the... Yeah.
Oh, there. Yes, he is right there.
There he is. Yep.
I'm going to give him a ride on. Does anyone? Yep. Good job. Castle.
So I'm just watching Thomas at the moment. Okay. We've got less than a kilometre, 800 metres to go now. This is where it's going to snake around and they'll have a nice draggy climb up to the castle. The reverse breakaway bray. It doesn't pitch up all that much, but it does hurt tired legs, especially in the last race. Here we go. There we go. Yeah. Power numbers are coming up now. Orange numbers. Atkinson.
This is where you leave it all out on the road.
Yep. Don't let them get away. Keep going, boys. Push it. Nicholas Fournier, he wants some action there. Chris, he's not saying no. Nicholas.
Holden.
Chris.
Oh.
Holden's come through. Is that Thomas? Yep. Nozaki, John Verm. They all want a piece of this pie. but Holden wants this, and John might have taken it. Did John get that on the line?
I think we need a photo finish. Zaki and Sorensen, epic job. Wow, you can just tell they gave it everything.
Thomas is absolutely done.
Yeah.
Nao there is just Fumi there. He's just wondering what the hell happened.
Awesome job, awesome. We all know how that feels, though.
Oh, that pain. It's just so horrible. Like, the instant you pass through the banner, it just disappears. But right up until that point, you'd rather be anywhere else in the world. Kevin says, good work. Good game. Oh, Niall says, Holden got that. Well, we'll have to wait for the results, Niall.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that might be the...
finish, maybe, Niall. Don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It could be that, Holden may have gotten that. I'm seeing some comments just between the riders as they recover, have some blood flow coming back into the heart.
Just having a little look around at the finish line.
Yep.
They're all congratulating each other. I love to see that. Yeah. So fast.
Thomas is, yep. They're all fantastic. They're really supportive. There's no animosity there at all.
Friends on the finish line, right?
Yep, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
But as soon as that banner drops, get out of my way.
Yeah, could be true.
Yep. Tonka is saying Joseph, the most combative. Yeah, well, Joseph, when he turns up, you know it's going to be orange numbers. He wasn't here last week, but great to see him back.
Let's see.
All right, race 4. Hollie, what have we got there?
Okay, Holden in first. Holden's had just pipped it. Oh, John got second. Now Fumi Nizaki third because he was paying. Joseph and Buto fourth. Sam Atkinson fifth. Thomas, epic job sixth. Nicholas Fournier seventh. Chris Keogh, you're still probably a top 10, Chris, in my favourites list. Andrew Emmerich ninth and Jürgen Sommerer in 10th. How about the overall finish? How did they do?
Okay, so looking from bottom to top, Josh Tonka there taking 10th, Nicholas Fournier in 9th, Darren Bramwell, well done, sir, in 8th. Holden Camo in 7th. Your Sam Atkinson there in 6th for a B grader. That's fantastic. Nice. John Verm in 5th. Thomas Sorensen there in 4th. But our top 3 are Joseph and Buto in 3rd. Naofumi Nozaki in 2nd. Well done. And Chris Keogh, you little Aussie battler. Well done in 1st. So the Australians,
not much in it.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah.
The Australians they represent, don't they? They really come and they don't let go.
Well, I mean, it is 11 p.m. in Yorkshire, so maybe
that's no excuse. No excuse.
Yeah, perhaps.
I want to see some more Yorkshireans. Is that how Yorkshireans? What's the Yorkshireans? What's the name for Yorkshires?
Yorkshireans. Oh, Jonathan Hooper comments. No, Thomas got pipped for 3rd. Oh,
yeah, that was close. But he did finish 4th though overall, so fantastic result.
So good. I love watching these races. I love watching it because racing is so tiring, isn't it? Really.
Yep.
My new hobby is definitely just watching them suffer.
You can do that more easily.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, certainly, just keep the camera. Certainly watching them is much more enjoyable. But I think the big thing though is with these races, the timing, the strategy, because it's so short. It just feels like there's not a lot of time to sort of sit in and really plan out your strategy, your attack there. It's kind of almost responding. If you're not attacking, you're responding to attack. It's a tough one.
Yeah, there's no time to let any attacks get away. You've got to go. If people attack, you've got to go.
Yep. It's so short. And the way that Eric chooses these routes just means that there's no chances. If the breakaway gets off, then you've almost got zero chance of shutting it down. Unless you want to push 16 watts per kilo for 5 or 10 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, Franny, Yorina. Really sorry, I can't pronounce names.
Yeah, she's active in the chat there. Saying thank you. Thanks, Franny, for joining in. Kevin as well. I just saw John saying thanks for a great show. No, John, thank you for a great show.
Yes. If you guys didn't race, what would we talk about?
That's right. It would just be us talking about Yorkshire in Australia.
Yes. Thanks for a great show. Oh, yeah, John. Yeah, no. Complete outstanding one, John. Good job.
Yep. That's exactly it. No, I think Doom is correcting us. I think Yorkshireans are known as Yorkies. And if you're not, you are now.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Bad, though. Yeah. And if you haven't already subscribed to ZMS Esports Studio, you need to go click on some links and subscribe button.
Yep. Hit that notifications button as well, so you'll be alerted to any of the races that are coming up. And speaking of coming up, we do have a new race, a new type of racing coming up to Esports Studio, ZMS Esports Studio, which is the Rhino Chase Series, which is tomorrow. That's going to be fantastic to watch. Now, Hollie, that is a handicap race in which each of the categories start out. So D will start out first, C after that, B, and then A. And the object is that each category has got to try and chase the category in front of it whilst trying to stay away from the chasing category. So we're going to be able to see all 4 categories on screen at the same time, along with timings and the gaps between each of the groups. So that's going to be wonderful. If you've got some time, drop in and check that out. That is going to be just outrageous.
Yeah, quite looking forward to that one. I love a chase race because you have to work together with your category. You can't just attack off the front. You've got to, especially the climbs, you've got to work together.
Yep.
Kind of like a TTT, but like a big TTT. If you're feeling strong, do pull. Don't push too hard.
Yep.
If you're not so strong, you can put in and draft. Well, everybody needs to work together.
Yep.
Yeah, I love.
And you do. You're right. You do have to take. Well, you don't have to take turns in the front, but in order to win, like in order for your category to get across the line first, being able to take some turns in the front, have a little bit of pain, and then rest in the group is key. You can't really sit in the back of the group and just let everyone else do the work. It's a collective effort.
Yeah, absolutely is. Yeah, and if you manage to catch another category, or if another category catches you, you can, hold on. If the category behind you catches you, can hold on to them. See how far you can get with them. Push yourself. Don't just think, oh, they've caught, I'm just going to drop. No, keep going. You're stronger than you think.
Than you think? Yeah, I'm trying to remember that. It's not often the case, though.
No, I know. I've seen it, and I'm like, oof, it's so hard.
Yeah.
You let yourself sometimes.
Yes.
You're strong. Yeah.
Oh.
But you know how strong you are, though.
I'm not feeling that strong at the moment. Happy to watch these races. But it's encouraging me. I do want to probably go and give the Tony Race series another go. I remember the last time I did it, and the one and only time I've done it, and I think I came like 50th out of all the C's. So, yeah, I don't know if this kind of racing suits me all that much.
I quite like Life in Cat City.
Yeah? Enjoying it?
Yeah.
We had the,
it's not easy, I tell you. It wasn't easy.
Yeah? This was the Iceni race series we had only a few hours ago, and you were in that. How did you go?
Oh, did all right, I think. Yeah. Did a sprint, did another sprint, did another sprint, and then finished the race. Job done.
Signed off.
Well,
that's it, guys. Did another sprint, and then that was it. That was over.
Yeah. It was
but you did well,
good.
though. You did well. You did very well.
Yeah. I did all right. Yeah.
good to watch. And but Jill
Go
Pruitt,
watch
though.
it. It's streamed. Yep. If you look on it, ZMS YouTube, there's links. You can go watch it, and all the categories as well. Actually, all the categories A, B, C, and D, and all the ladies were just so good and
so strong.
Such an encouragement,
Mm.
And
Yep.
it is really good to watch. So you need to go back and watch that, people. Just turn off Netflix and go watch some racing. You don't need Netflix. You just go watch people suffer all their lives.
That's it. It's a shame now. You've got a camera there. We need to figure out how we can get you on camera while you're racing. I think that'd be great to watch too.
Do we really?
Yeah. I think we do. You can't always be me and other people suffering away, sweat pouring off us. Because that's the thing. When you don't see people, I think someone else said it as well. When you're racing and all you see is the other avatar, and you don't see any pain on the other avatar's faces, you instantly think that everyone else is doing it much more easily than you are.
No, I guarantee in that race earlier, it was not easy. Although somebody did say, "Is Hollie just sat there with a cocktail or something?" And I'm like, "Nah, Bailey's." But no, it was not easy. Like those ladies are crazy strong. Like, that was not easy. I did get a 30 PB though. That was quite cool.
So okay.
Thank you for IC.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
That was yeah.
It's always good when you get that, isn't it? Like,
you
have a good race, and then you look back and go, "Oh, I got a PB, and there's another PR." And I do like jumping into Strava after a race and doing some analysis, post-race analysis.
Yep. Days I was like, when you're getting changed and whatnot, and like, busy getting your breath back and stuff, and you're scrolling through all the things, and you're Zwift power, and you're like, ooh, and then like the numbers in there, like for your whatever PB, whatever it is, and I was like, oh wow, that's kind of cool. So I was quite chuffed with that.
Yep.
Yeah. So where
you should be too.
Next?
I don't. Oh, ZRL. So that will be my next race on Tuesday. We've got one lap of Sugar Cookie. So that's going to be a tough one. We're currently sitting second on the ladder in our division, which is a great result after that TTT. So hopefully we can capitalise on that. And with the new point structure in ZRL, it's going to be very interesting to see how it goes. It's heavily weighted towards FAL points, first across the line points. So it is certainly going to push people to go off the front and not sit in the group and wait for the sprint segment. So, it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
Georg, thanks for joining us. Our division, yeah. Oh, okay. How'd you go in your TTT?
We got second.
Oh, okay.
The TFC guys, they got first. They beat us by 9 seconds.
Yep.
I mean, I might be making it up. No, there wasn't much in it anyways. And then the other dirt team who are also in our league, we beat them. I can't really remember.
Wow.
The course. What did we do? Oh, it was RGV backwards.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
Do say.
So I come on and did some pulls, and there we go. Got over the line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what was your time there? What time did you do it in?
Ooh. Shall I check?
Oh, yeah. I thought you would have just known off the top of your head.
I've slept since then. I've done 3 races or something since then. What? I don't even know how you check. How do you check?
I'd probably jump into Zwift power maybe. We did it in we did well. We did it in 35 minutes and 10 seconds, or 9 seconds actually. So we're aiming for 34:30. 35:10 was a pretty good result for we've got a few different members in our team this season. So working together and getting that pace line happening came together. So it was a good result. And certainly second was enough to set us up for race 2, which is going to be quite the challenge.
Yeah, I think I'm on the bench this Tuesday because I got to be honest, sprinting against guys.
Tough ask.
Nah, I'm all right.
Gonna give that one a miss. Happy to sit in the team bus and just watch the action on TV.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep.
So I have Zwift Power Up. Scrolling down. Please hold. This is riveting entertainment. Where are we? Oh, there we are. So what was your time?
35.9 or 35.10.
Oh man, 33:58.
Oh, come on. Were you sure you're doing the right race or?
Well, on Zwift Power, it says 33:58.
33.58. Well, you have done you have done a couple of TTTs in your time, so I think anything less than that would have been.
Yeah, I mean it's TTT, right?
Mm.
Yeah, and on Thursday it was epic because we got to race Tempest Future. Oof, and so we were super fast, and it was awesome. And we were on the top step until Dirty Watts came along and beat our time, but we did beat Eat Dirt. I think the whole thing's by Dirt, to be honest. But anyway, Eat Dirt, they are so fast every single week. We never beat them. This week we did. So there's bragging rights right there. And the Dirty Watts come along and they beat our time by like a minute or something.
Oh,
they
wow.
To them.
Gosh.
Yeah, so fast. Yeah, it was so epic though because we were just. I loved it, and I was so worried about being dropped and things because it's flat and there's no downhill recovery or anything. It was awesome. I love TTTs mostly when I'm not dropped.
Mostly when you're not suffering.
Yeah.
Oh
god, it was just so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. Loved it.
Yep. So you're sitting at race 2 then, okay. So that's going to be great for me to boast about because I won't have you shooting me down with your outrageous times.
You can beat me on sprints. You know this though, so I can't sprint. Well, I mean,
you did okay last night, or you did okay in Asini. You took out the sprints there.
Yeah. I'm from one of them.
Well, yeah, the third one. How'd you miss time that?
The third one? Yeah, I don't know. I messed up on that one.
Yeah.
I could have done better.
Were you pouring another drink?
If you want to know how I did post, by the way, you got to go back and watch it.
Yep.
There's no cameras though.
Well, you can imagine.
It's just me swearing a lot.
You can imagine.
But, and Jessica Hamilton, she was epic. She got loads of PBs as well. Like she just hung on.
Because she had raced the same race earlier on, so she'd already done the race, and then came back later on and did it again.
Yes.
And that would have been around 2 a.m. I want to say at her time.
Yeah.
She would have been doing that. Yeah. That's just wow. That's impressive.
Yeah.
So 2 a.m. racing.
Yeah. And if anybody else who got PBs as well, I don't know if anybody else did, but I just know what I'm told. So
Yep.
So ladies, you need to come and race. You got loads of races to do, ladies. Like tell your mates, tell your teammates and things. And you need to click, if you pause the video now, if you get your phone out, it's really easy. Scan, open up your camera. Even I can do this, guys. Open up your camera, you scan that QR code on the screen, and then it brings up all the information about the WoW chain going, piece of cake that is.
How easy is that? Doesn't get any easier.
Yeah.
I think if Eric's watching, Eric should do the same thing with Tiny Race Series. Have a QR code.
Yeah, what a genius idea that is. So much easier for those technophobes like me who can't work a volume button.
You're doing okay now, though. I think you've come a long way.
Oh, thanks.
You can turn the volume up and down, turn the camera on.
I know. I don't quite know how I make it here every week, to be honest. I have to put buttons to my computer on, and I'm like, what do I do now? Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite often that we join in, and I just sort of see you staring off around. Hello.
Yeah. Do my hair in the camera.
It's been fantastic. It's been. I think this is like the 6th race that we've done.
Okay, yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm just.
I lose count after like 4. Sometimes I can't even. When it's laps of 4, I had to do a race once, and it was 4 laps, and I lost count. Like, how is that possible? I just keep going to the end. I don't know what lap I'm on now.
Yeah.
It says 5 kilometers to the finish. Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, but which lap is this? It doesn't matter. Keep going.
No, it doesn't really matter what lap it is, does it? Yeah. Quite like laps though, because the first one is like a recon, and then you're like, okay, I know what's coming up now.
The same lap.
Yeah, unless it's like laps of like I don't know, the Alp or something ridiculous like that. Oh my god, no!
How many times would you race up there where you'd have to have a lap counter?
3. Because I can't count to 4.
Just 3.
So
as you would do.
Yeah. What's your favourite route?
Oh, I don't think it's the Alp, I've got to say. Favourite route at the moment, I'm really enjoying the Glasgow crit reverse. I do like that as a route. I think that's quite a good one for me. That suits me quite well. But aside from that, the sugar cookie one is going to be great. Although I am looking forward to our little battle we've got coming up, which is the ocean lava cliffside route. So that's going to be a tricky course.
Are you ready for the climb?
I
don't know if I am.
I'm actually working on creating a workout specifically for that, so I can train for it. I'm going to need all the help I can get.
Creating workouts specifically
for the race.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Because
noted.
the competition is going to be hard. I can see you've already got a team together that's quite formidable. So I've got to work on getting my team together. Yeah.
I appreciate everybody in my team. Tea bags all around. If I win, you can have a box of tea bags. You've got to come to the ocean, collect it though. So,
yep.
There is that. But
what's your address again?
Skipton Castle, Yorkshire.
Skipton Castle, the big room.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll be on the throne.
Yeah, I'm just sat there like with my hat
and your cloak, and with the big thing that you hold.
Staff.
That's it.
Yeah.
I know. We don't have royalty over here.
Oh my god.
We've got kangaroos and I don't know, holding newts. Okay.
Koala bears.
Koala bears that fall out of trees on your head. All right, let's bring this home, I think.
Yeah, people have been bored of us though. Is anyone actually?
Yeah. Oh, I think we've got a few. 18 is still watching apparently, so there we go.
Still watching.
What are you doing? Go home. Go to bed.
Do you think I just left it running and like got off to
I think so.
Like, oh, this is still on. Like when you got a notification and it says, "Are you sure you still want to keep watching?" Like,
And that's when you sort of wake up from the couch. What? Where am I?
And then you skip, like, you fall asleep watching Netflix, and then you end up like missing like a couple of episodes of whatever, and you've got to go back and figure out where you are. It's the right fat.
I've done that. Where you sort of wake up at the end of the movie and you think, oh, I really wanted to watch that movie, and so I go back and start watching it again, and I fall asleep again. So I think,
oh no,
can't have been that good of a movie.
I was watching Groundhog Day actually. Anyway, it took me about 9 attempts to watch it, which I thought was ironic. Finally, I was like,
tell me you kept waking up at the same spot in the movie.
I don't know. I don't know, but probably. Although it would have always been the same spot because it just repeats.
That's it. That's a classic.
I don't know how it ended. I don't know.
Classic movie.
I'll have to watch it again to figure out how it ended.
I've watched it 4 times, haven't seen the end yet. Jamo's gone to bed already. This is not good.
He just left it running.
Yeah, who's going to stop us? We're going to be talking here for the next 14 hours. Oh, I need to get to bed too. All right, 24-hour live stream. Yeah, what time is it there?
Nobody needs that. It is nearly 11:30 at night on Sunday.
Okay.
What time is it there? Is it Sunday morning there?
It is correct. We are in the future.
Oh, what's the future like? Have you got like flying cars?
Not yet, but I can tell you that the
like how you look.
Yeah, I'm looking at the window. It's actually quite a nice day. Sun's out, birds are chirping, kangaroos are hopping down the street.
That's probably true.
It is. We have kangaroos around here all the time. Bastards. Get in the way of the cars.
Those 18 that are listening to us, have you all subscribed to Missing Sports? If you haven't, what is wrong with you?
Ollie's going to send a guard around to give you a nice little wrap over the knuckles.
I'm going to hunt you down and be like, you guys need to watch this stuff. It's quite cool.
Yep.
And,
hunt you down?
Yeah.
we want to encourage people, not go and have them run away and hide.
Not hunt them down.
Oh, you Yorkies.
We're very friendly here in Yorkshire.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this one up. Hollie, what a fantastic result. And again, congrats to the guys that were racing there. I'm just trying to remember who won. Was that who won that? That was Chris?
It was Chris, yes.
Well done, Chris. So he'll get top banner in the thumbnail for next week's race, which I'm sure he's going to print out and put on his wall.
You would, wouldn't you? Like,
oh, yeah. Yeah, just looking at those
results. There we go. Look, Chris, top of the shop.
Damo's all over this. Chris Keogh, Nao from Miyazaki there, and Joseph and Buto. So, congrats.
Like David knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's got a whole bunch of buttons there.
Yeah. Buttons. You just press them and crazy stuff happens. It's brilliant.
Stuff comes up. It's like magic almost.
No. Super. Love it. I couldn't do his job, I'm telling you.
Yep. You just push one button and it would all explode. And that wasn't even a button.
No, it was a...
How did that happen?
It was a turning thing.
All right. Okay, Hollie, let's finish this up. Everyone, thanks again for watching. Congrats to the racers there that were participating. As I said, head along to zwiftinsider.com/tiny if you want to know more about next week's races. He does a fantastic job of getting the routes together and putting it together each week. Also, while you're on Zwift Insider's website, go and check out his other things there and give him a follow too, because, for reasons. Hollie, thanks again.
Yeah, thank you, Nathan.
Get together next week, but if you're dying for some more action, as I said, we've got the Rhino Chase series coming up in about 18 hours, I think. I'm just looking there at the time. Yeah.
Time.
Yep.
Time. Yes.
Go and check that out. So the Rhino Crash Chase Racing.
Yes. One sleep away.
That's it. Go and get some rest, and you'll be all fine and dandy for that race, which is going to be Hollie and I again. So, hey, if you can't get enough of us, that's where you've got to go.
Yeah. All right, I'm good with you now, though.
That's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on us in the next race.
Bye, folks.